All right. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Welcome back to Love Yourself First Oracle, where I deliver daily oracles for each zodiac sign. Not too long, not too drawn out. Just a miss helping you through the day, the night, the evening, the weekend, whenever it is that you're in my channel, okay? And since I don't know what time it is that you're in my channel, grand rising, good evening, good afternoon. Thank you for viewing my channel. Make sure you hit the like and the subscribe button over here on my channel. We pour into ourselves, okay? If you're out here giving out 90% and you're only receiving 20, 30, or 40% of that 90%, what are you doing? If you're out here giving out 80% and you're only receiving 20, 40, or 30 of that 80%, what are you doing? It must be it must first be an equal give and take, okay? In order to manifest and heal properly, you must go within and look at the childhood trauma, the past trauma, past relationship trauma, the childhood issues, the trust issues. You gotta go within and do the work. All right, so today we're gonna do the higher self messages. So we're gonna see what your higher self had to say to you, and we're gonna go from there, baby. Of course, y'all know I'm gonna give out the self love message because what self love and self care is not selfish when you're attending and doing for everybody else. Okay, so let's see who is up. Let's see who needs these messages first. Okay, all right. Like I said, make sure y'all hit the like and the subscribe button. Nothing wrong with pouring into yourself every now and then while you're looking at other things on here. Make sure you have that time as far as what you can see, what you can do for yourself. Okay. When you neglect yourself, you're neglecting a lot of things that could be coming in for you. Okay. All right. So Scorpio is up first. Probably because we're in the Scorpio season now. Scorp. I wanna say happy birthday to you, to you. Oh, oh. In through the nose, out through the mouth. All right, so let's get these self-care myself first. And then, baby, we on. Cue the music, DJ. Cue the music. I got copyrighted on one of my videos yesterday. I was like, oh my goodness. Jesus. All right. Self-care music we here for the Scorpio Collective. Scorpio Collective. Okay. It might be alright. I do not own the copyright, so nobody playing in the background. Scorpio Collective. What they need to know. So I'm gonna get the cards out first and then I'm gonna go through them, okay? Just so I can, shorten the video up some. Okay, so ready for the Scorpio Collective. Scorpio Collective. Scorpio Collective. Oh. Scorpio Collective, we have celebration. Good times come from hard work. Time spent in a good company. So guess what? Hey, it's a celebration. Clap, clap, bravo. Okay, so good times come from hard work. So in order to celebrate, guess what you gotta do? You gotta work hard. Okay? Or you might be celebrating with a company that you have been with for a while. Alright? And it's telling you also to go on a 30-day fast. Challenge yourself to do something new for 30 days to form a new habit. So let's try to get into some new habits. 2025 coming around the corner. Let's start now so you can already be, working on it, okay? So the habit can already be there, placed in your system. Scorpio singles, Scorpio singles, Scorpio singles. Validate your past. You did the best you could and empathize with it. Not judge it. So don't judge yourself for what went on in the past. You was learning. Whatever situation that you dealt with, it was a lesson you were supposed to get out of it. Okay, so you need to look back on it, but don't judge yourself about it. And whatever situation that happened to you as far as coming up, and it was, it wasn't what it's supposed to be. Is I'm not gonna say. I'm gonna say that however you didn't got through it, or however you didn't deal with it, as far as bringing you to this moment that you're at now, you're supposed to be able to guide other people who might have dealt with that situation, or other people who have went through that, or young ladies or young men that has went through that, don't know how to cope with that. You supposed to be their guide. You supposed to be their guide. So it just depends on whatever it is that you're battling as far as with your past. Don't judge yourself. Okay? It's a lesson you're supposed to get out of it. Then also you're supposed to be guiding those who might have dealt with similar situations as far as how do they get over it. Well, not get over it, but how do they um grow and not hold on to things that no longer serve them. Scorpios in a relationship. You could be juggling too many things at once. You need to find time for yourself. Find some time for yourself. I'm not gonna tell you all the time when you try to do for everybody else and then you neglect yourself, you're losing yourself. You don't know who you is. All you doing is in autopilot. And you forgetting about yourself, you neglecting yourself. Like, come on, we gotta pour into our own cup. We gotta self-love our own self. Who gonna take care of self better than self? Who gonna make sure self straight better than self? So we got you juggling it too much. It's time for you to find some time for yourself. Scorpio is married or in a long-term commitment. Scorpio is married or in a long-term commitment. Scorpio is married or in a long-term commitment. Scorpio that's married, it says you have a special gift. Never surrender to the normal. So never surrender to the normal. You are different. Okay? You were born to stand alone. You were born to stand alone. So whatever it is that you thinking that you need to fit in with, whatever it is that you thinking that you need a whole team and something with, you don't. You have special gifts. So never surrender to the normal. And some of y'all need to go on this journey as far as be open to the idea of loving you, putting you first, showing love to you first. Okay? Working on your mental health, working on your physical, working on just things to better you, for you to become a better version of yourself. Okay? So let's see what your higher self got to say. Scorpio singles. Scorpio singles. Self has to say this middle of October. What does Scorpio singles? Self has to say in middle of October. What does Scorpio singles? Higher self has to say in the middle of October. What does Scorpio singles? Higher self has to say in the middle of October. I know you're tired of being lonely. What would I be without you? Scorpio singles, what are the highest 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 Scorpio. Tonight that I keep you on. Okay. Scorpio against you and I. All right. So, Scorpio singles, your higher self is telling you it is time to let go of that negative thought, okay? Because the negative thoughts are creating a roadblock in your life. Like it said right here, validate your past. It says acceptance. Accept past and current situations. Work through the issues gracefully. Stop thinking negative. Stop feeling bad about whatever might have happened in the past. You can't go back and change it. You can't make nothing different. Only thing you can do is validate it and not judge yourself. Only thing you can do is do better the next time. Only thing you can do is make sure you set healthier boundaries. Make sure you speak up. Make sure you taking care of self. Make sure you're not put in that situation again to where it affected you mentally, physically, financially, whatever the case may be. But it's telling you to stop thinking negative. Accept the past in your current situation. What has happened has happened. What are we going to do to move forward? What are we going to do to get in a better space? What are we going to do? What are we going to challenge ourselves to do for 30 days in order to get back to where we need to be mentally, physically, emotionally? Okay, financially, how are we gonna do this? Because the negative thoughts are not getting you nowhere at all. When you think negative, guess what? You get negative outcomes. So you need to change the way you think. You need to change the way you're thinking about things. You need to stop looking back on the past. Of course, whatever might have happened, it hurt. Yeah, feel your pain, feel your emotion, cry about it, yell about it, beat the pillow up, bite the pillow, whatever the case might be. But do not judge yourself because, like I said, whatever the situation might be, whatever had happened is something or a lesson that you were supposed to get out of it. And what was that lesson that you were supposed to get out of it? What was it that you were supposed to recognize? What was it that you was looking past? What was it that you didn't acknowledge when it needed to be acknowledged? What was it that you failed to do? And even if it was on somebody else's part, if they might have did something, hey, like I say, we are not in control of other people's actions. Only thing we can do is tell a person how we want to be treated. Make sure they stand on as far as knowing that, hey, I'm not going to tolerate this. I'm not going to put up with it. I'm not going to deal with this. You got to make sure you setting your boundaries too. You got to make sure you standing firm on your boundaries too. But stop all the negative thinking. It is putting blocks in your life and you don't even see it. You have to be positive. When you have a negative thought, yes, let it flow through your head, but then replace it with something positive. Let's not be stuck always with negative thought, always feeling like it's the worst of the worst. Always feel like this ain't gonna happen or that ain't. It will happen. You just gotta change your way of thinking. You need to start accepting things for what they are. We cannot control change. Okay? Those in a relationship, like he told you already, you balancing too much. You balancing too much at this time. You need to retreat. Time spent alone. Reflect on your past and your current situation too. Because right now you got it to where you juggling too much at once and you can't even find time for yourself. It's time for you to give up something now for a future reward. It's time for you to retreat, look at the past, look at the current situation. What is it that you need to give up? Because you balancing too much and then can't find time for yourself. That's crazy. Of course, yeah, I gotta do this, I gotta do that. I'm a mother, I'm a father, I'm this and all that. But you gotta make sure you have time for yourself. Okay, what's the point of going out here doing all this work and then when you get home, you can't spend time with your kids or your family? So it got to be a balance somewhere. Some got to be sacrificed. Some got to be let go of. Some got to be let go of, okay? Period. Some got to be let go of. Because you going to mess around and lose you. And then what? And then what? You working all this, then how you going to be able to show up for the kids at some type of game if they in some type of school activity? Like, how? How? Let's think of other ways in order to get a balance in our life and also having enough time with family. Because when we leave, what they say, we're going to take the memories that we can share with those we love. We ain't taking nothing else with us. So make sure you putting in that time with that family. Make sure you putting in time with your people. Make sure you putting in time because that job gonna replace you. The job gonna replace you. So make sure you take care of you. It's time for you to sacrifice some things. You doing too much. You doing too much. Those who are in a marriage or long-term commitment, it says confidence leads to freedom and growth. It's your time to shine. Success comes from what you pour your heart into. So just like it says, don't you dare surrender to the norm because you are not normal. You have special gifts and it's time for you to spread your wings. It's time for you to believe in yourself. It's time for you to have that confidence. It's time for you to keep having that confidence if you do have that confidence because confidence leads to freedom and growth. This is your moment. This is your time to shine. So what are you going to do? What are you going to do? This is your time to shine. Okay, spread your wings. And even if you got to do the 30-day challenge just to get yourself on up in that habit of doing whatever it is that you're thinking about doing, go ahead and do that. Ain't nobody going to go harder for you ain't nobody going to go harder for you but you. You got to be your biggest supporter. You got to be your biggest push. You don't need nobody else's validation. You don't need nobody else, none of that. Oh, what you think about this? How you feel about this? Yeah, you don't need none of that. Just do it. Just do it. Because everybody, oh, I don't know. It might not be the right time. Okay, when is the right time? We don't even know when the right time be here for the time. So that's why we say we just do it. I'm going to wait for the right time. When is the right time? When is the right time? Like, do we look at the time and be like, hey, I'm looking at the time right now. This look like it's the right time. But of course, sometimes it be like, when is the right time? Okay, right time is when I'm financially stable and I'm able to do this and I'm able to do that. But you're able to get little things at a time. You gotta crawl before you walk. Don't short yourself. Okay? So spread your wings, have your confidence up, know that it's your time to shine, and whatever it is that you're working on or whatever it is that you want to work on, as long as you pour your heart into it, it's your time. Do what you do, but watch my shoes. But Scorpio, this y'all message, like I say, won't be nothing long today. Um, Make sure you keep your confidence up. Some of y'all gonna be celebrating. Some of y'all need to do a 30-day challenge. Okay? And then as far as the singing, your 30-day challenge can be just write down the things that you want to release in your page. I release this, I release this, I release this. Or just doing affirmation. Building up your self-confidence. Building up your um ability to accept things for what they are. Working on what it is that have you thinking negative all the time. Let's try to challenge ourselves. Let's try to better ourselves. And those who are in a relationship, it's time for you to let go of something because you are balancing, you are juggling too much at once to where how you find the time for yourself? How you find the time for your family? How? Okay? So I hope y'all have a good day. Thank you for viewing the channel. Make sure you hit the like and the subscribe button. I eat them. Hey. No conversation.